gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your friendly neighborhood PM here to give you your top 3 market points of the week. Now, this week's market performance is doing a little bit better than the first week of the new year, so we're going to dive right in to figure out what's been driving those figures this week. So, point number 3, it was the U.S. and U.K. issuing joint military strikes against Houthi militants in Yemen after they have repeatedly attacked commercial vessels in the Red Sea. Now, that is additionally added to volatility in the energy markets, where we saw oil rise as much as 4% today. Point number 2, we are kicking off earnings season for Q4, and we started off with a big name, JP Morgan, earlier this morning. Now, JP Morgan did have one of their most profitable years ever, driven primarily by net interest income. As of this moment, though, the stock is relatively flat after announcing those earnings and guidance. Finally, at point number 1, you probably would have guessed it, it is CPI data that came out earlier this week. We saw CPI figures increase by 0.3% in the month of December, bringing the headline inflation figure year over year to about 3.4% at this point. So really, we are still kind of seeing a hotter inflationary figure. A lot of that was driven this past month by used car prices. So maybe you were one of the unfortunate few that went and made a large financial purchase with your spouse on Christmas Day. It surprised her with a car. I hope not, but that could be an issue from the holiday season. But we're going to continue to see that moderation on the inflationary front, but it does kind of bring pause to the Fed's potential rate cuts in March, like we were talking about on the last call. So we're going to keep trying to see where Fed commentary is heading into those new meetings for this upcoming year. That pretty much does it for this week's top 3 points. What are we looking forward to for next week? Well, we kind of gave you a hint with point number 2. We're looking forward to earnings season next week. We're going to have a lot of big names releasing, mostly big banks such as Goldman Sachs, Schwab, as well as PNC. But that pretty much does it for this week's video. As always, if you've got additional questions, reach out to your financial advisor or dig into the written week in review. Otherwise, the weather's going to be very cold. Stay bundled up and watch some playoff football. Otherwise, we'll see you the same time next week. Thanks. Bye.